£5.
You what?
A fiver.
Come on, mate, she's legged it.
No, go on, a fiver says we'll find her.
There she is.
Yeah, I've got the information on her now.
Hang on, George. Yeah, sorry, mate, I think we've just seen her.
Jeanette Bailey's shown as an ab scare, Mike. Supposed to be housed at Purbeck House.
Yeah, supposed to be.
Right, can you move back, please? We're going to sort this lot out tonight. We've been asking for weeks to get this sorted.
She could have killed him.
Ambulance, Gary.
Sierra Oscar from 358.
What's his name?
Go ahead, Gary.
Mike.
I need
Michael
an
Cross.
ambulance fast, June.
This is his wife, Lisa.
20 repeats.
Can you hear me, Mike?
Wolf Crescent, man with serious
Mr. Cross?
damage.
Know what happened here, do we?
Yes, we do.
Right. Try and get rid of that lot, Gary.
Sarge.
You said someone could have killed him.
And I'll tell you who.
Sierra 1 from Sierra Oscar.
Yeah, watch it, Steve, she's heading for the motorway.
Greenfield Estate. Number 20, 20 Wharf Crescent. Witness reports an assault.
Can you deal?
Sergeant Boyden's already on the plot.
Sorry, Mike.
Sierra 3's already dealing.
Understood. She's definitely slowing down, Steve.
She's putting on weight.
You got nothing better to do?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Murder at Lager.
A bit early in the day, isn't it?
Haven't been to bed yet, gorgeous.
I knew there was going to be trouble.
Did you see what happened?
No. I was up the shops. When I come back, I found this.
Come over from that madhouse over the road, didn't she?
What, Purbeck House?
We've been trying to get her moved for months. She shouldn't have been put there.
Can you think of any reason why she should attack your husband?
I'm his brother.
An ambulance is on its way, Mr. Cross.
It was that tart.
What tart?
Jeanette Bailey.
She was here.
Why'd you keep running away, Jeanette?
I've got a thing for uniforms. Especially blonde ones with big brown eyes and an attitude. Purbeck House is a joke. They just can't control me, Steve. I might as well not even be there.
Yeah, but you're going straight back there.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra 1.
This assault in Wharf Crescent. You still in the area?
Yep, we're heading for the Greenfield now.
Yeah, could you get over to number 20, 20 Wharf Crescent? There's a group of residents outside the house. Sergeant Boyden could do with a hand before it turns nasty. Over?
Yeah, understood, George. We just
I'm
need
gonna
to...
be sick.
You're what?
Yeah, hold on, George.
I'm gonna throw up.
You're joking.
Not in here, you're not.
Better stop the car, Steve.
I've got to get out of here.
Yeah, stop the car, Steve.
You're not being sick in my car, okay?
Yeah, stop!
Oh, God, it's coming up. Oh.
Out.
Mike!
What'd you let her go for?
What did I let her go for?
Oh, don't look at me.
You were the one who said stop the car.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean, sorry?
Look, just wait, all right?
Absconded, Sarge. No one's seen her since last night.
She was out doing this, that's why.
Well, when we find her, we'll interview her.
Interview her? You're not trying to tell me you've never heard of her. Why interview her? You've just been told she did it.
And we'll interview her when we find her, all right? Come on, make some room, please.
You heard the man, make room.
I'll sort her.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 3.
Go ahead, Sarge.
Yeah, look, is there any chance... Forget it, June. The cavalry's here. Terrific.
Lisa.
You go.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 3.
Sarge?
Yeah, get on to CID, June. They need to send someone down here. I've got a name from a witness on this assault. Jeanette Bailey. She's in the care of the local authority. She should be resident at Purbeck House.
Right, could you move right back now here, please?
Sierra Oscar 3 from Sierra Oscar.
Yes, George?
Are Mike and Steve with you? I thought they'd seen her.
Bailey?
We thought we saw her, Sarge. But we weren't absolutely sure it was her who we saw.
Why Purbeck House? What's wrong with the prisons? Look, why should we have it on our doorstep? What about you, Mr. Conway? Would you like having a load of young thugs living on your doorstep?
These are young people, Mrs. Regis.
They're criminals.
They're not actually guilty of anything. They've been remanded to Purbeck House to await trial by the court because of some pretty ropey home circumstances. When they've been tried, they can be dealt with. Until then, they are innocent until proved guilty.
Can I say something? It's a madhouse.
It is a local authority home.
Have you got children?
Yes.
How do you fancy them living next door to a murderer?
And nothing seems to have gone missing.
Not that I can see.
Then why was she here, Mrs. Cross, if nothing's been taken?
Done it before, hasn't she? Murdered a bloke.
Yeah. But the thing is, Mrs. Cross, we've still got to establish why she attacked your husband.
Try the back of his car.
Sorry.
That's where she's been doing it. Mostly in the back of his car. She's got more sense than to let me catch her.
Are you saying Jeanette's been seeing your husband?
He was obsessed with her.
Are you sure about this?
I saw him dropping her off outside Purbeck House. Next thing, I'm short on the housekeeping.
Let me get this straight, Mrs. Cross.
She's a tart. And he's been paying her for sex with my housekeeping. All right.
Jeanette Bailey is evil. You're just afraid to say it, Mr. Donaldson. Unfashionable these days, words like good and evil, aren't they? Of course, we don't say they're sick in case it upsets anyone. Look, if Purbeck House is just a home, Jeanette Bailey shouldn't be there.
As far as I'm aware, Jeanette Bailey's been remanded to Purbeck House for shoplifting.
Oh, I don't mean that, and you know it.
She was found guilty of manslaughter.
She killed her granddad.
She was being abused, Mrs. Regis. The courts found that she acted in self-defence. There was no point in giving her a custodial sentence.
What sort of 12-year-old girl batters an old man to death with a hammer? Have you ever thought about that?
Why bother? The council has got no right running a home in the neighbourhood against the wishes of the majority.
Margaret Regis?
Still unhappy about Jeanette Bailey.
Oh, you're joking. Can't they leave the kid alone?
Well, maybe they've got a point. Nobody wants to live next door to a killer, do they?
She was being abused, sir. Jeanette Bailey was a victim. What's happened to tolerance?
There's middle-aged women on the Greenfield estate threatening to break her legs if she goes anywhere near them. I'd say tolerance was just about knackered, wouldn't you? Harry Haynes?
Been on the phone, sir. Urgent.
Yeah, well...
Sorry, sir. Purbeck House. I hear you speak the lingo.
What about her parents? She's not going to be there, is she? She's been in care for God knows how long.
You got a better idea?
Go back to where we found her.
Oh, nice one.
Just as long as we find her, OK?
What before the bloke she smacked kicks a bucket?
Jeanette Bailey's involved with this bloke.
So the wife reckons. She says he's been paying her for services out of her housekeeping money. We ran a check on him and we found out he does have an adult caution for curb crawling, Barton Street.
'Tis the same Jeanette Bailey, isn't it?
Is there more than one? I got Morgan and Carver down there at Purbeck House finding out all they can about her.
Well, that's all we've got. She was reviewed by the offenders panel 9 months ago and put her onto the crime diversion scheme.
Well, it looks as if some of this fell on stony ground. Abseiling.
Took her up to Cumbria. Outdoor adventure course. Do you know, out of all of them, I think she got the most out of it. The last time I saw her, she was talking about becoming a climbing instructor.
We've just finished searching Bailey's room. There's nothing to indicate where she might be, but we did find her address book. And we're trying to talk to Suzanne Tate. They're what you might call close friends. Over.
Understood.
Suzanne! Suzanne! Look, Suzanne.
I don't want to talk to you.
We're very concerned for Jeanette's safety.
You don't know anything about her.
We have reason to believe she may have been seeing the victim of this assault.
Well, that just shows how much you know then, doesn't it?
There she is!
Where?
Over there, she just come out of the house.
I don't believe it. He's done it again. Anyone in?
No place like home, eh?
So what do you mean they wouldn't talk to you?
They didn't want to know, Gov. Especially not Suzanne Tate.
Most of them are on remand, Gov. We're the last people they want to talk to.
What about Bailey's address book?
Well, nothing yet. Alan's going through it now.
Well, how are we supposed to find her?
I thought you said she'd been involved with the Axe, Gov.
Sorry?
Well, the crime diversion scheme she went on. I thought Youth and Community got her onto it. I mean, if they've taken some interest in her, maybe they could help us to find her.
I won't have Youth and Community section used, Harry.
I don't think anyone's suggesting that, sir. I'm sure the body's upstairs. I've got a serious assault. I've got no motive, no sign of the suspect. I don't know where she is. I've got an address book, yes, with next to nothing in it.
Have you spoken to Suzanne Tate?
Joe Morgan spoke to her. She told Joe where to get off. No one down at Purbeck House wants to speak to our lot, especially Tate.
So you thought if you had a word with me...
Well, you build the bridges. I just want to find her.
Sorry, sir. I've just spoken to Jeanette Bailey. She was in a call box and she wanted you. I told her you were busy and she put the phone down.
She's probably ringing you to let you know she's done a runner.
She's 16, Harry. She's got nowhere to go. No, she's still on our ground.
What makes you so sure?
Well, I'm not, but since she's taken the trouble to phone us, I think it's probable that there's something we can do for her.
Well, wherever she is, she's more likely to talk to you than she is to talk to us.
Any contact with Jeanette Bailey, Ray?
I thought Steve Loxton had taken her back.
What do you mean, taken her back?
Jeanette Bailey. The area car spotted her somewhere near the Greenfield estate. George, that abscap, Jeanette Bailey. Yes, Sarge. Just before 2:30. Mike Jarvis had reckoned that he'd seen her, only Steve reckoned they'd lost her again.
Steve.
Sir.
A word, please.
Look, all I want to know is, did you see her?
We did.
Then we lost her, sir.
We couldn't catch up with her, sir.
I'd get that car seen to if I was you two. And you didn't think to mention this fact to Sergeant Boyden, no?
Well, we were going to
You
mention...
must have slipped both her minds, sir. All the chaos at Cross's house.
So where was she the second time you saw her?
Larden Street, sir. Looks like she's sleeping rough. One of the empty terraces, number 17.
We had a look, sir. No sign of anyone else.
So now we don't know where she is?
I'll get someone down there.
That's not the point. If you two jokers hadn't forgotten that you'd seen her, we'd have got this sorted out by now.
Sir.
Gov, a telephone number on the back of Jeanette's address book. It's a work number for Michael Cross.
What the hell's she playing at?
Yeah. All right. Bye. No way was I talking to those two clowns.
So how are they treating you?
It's all right.
You got a date for your trial?
Yeah. Look, I don't know who that cow was.
Detective Sergeant Morgan.
Yeah, well, tell her she can speak to my probation officer before she speaks to me again.
Sergeant Morgan is concerned for Jeanette's safety. We're anxious to find her before she comes to any harm, that's all.
She reckons Jeanette's a tart, doesn't she?
We've got reason to believe that Jeanette has been involved with the man she attacked.
Involved?
Do you know where she is?
You've not answered my question yet. What do you mean by involved?
We think Jeanette has been taking money for sex.
Money for sex? Jeanette? What is it with you lot, Derek? How can she be taking money for sex? Why do you think she killed her granddad?
When you spoke to her last night, did she say where she was going?
Said she was going to get some fags.
She didn't come back, right?
No.
We're not expecting her to, not anymore. She's in and out of this place like a fiddler's elbow. I can't stop her. And the neighbours don't help.
What time was this?
8:30, 9 o'clock. Why did she go for him?
Well, CID reckons she's on the game.
Jeanette? Serious?
They are.
Mrs. Cross says her husband's paying for it.
Doesn't the fact that there is no evidence to suggest she's on the game suggest that there might be a bit more to it?
Like what?
Well, maybe she's got herself into something she can't get out of.
Sorry. Michael Cross. 1 adult caution for curb crawling.
Look, the custody record of Barton Street says he was arrested because the girl he was after didn't want to know. She put a dent in his car. We don't know that that is Jeanette, but it does sound like her. What this tells us is that Cross has got nasty habits. Well, maybe he's also got a less than healthy interest in Jeanette Bailey.
All units in the vicinity of Purbeck House. A man causing a disturbance. Info the warden.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra 1.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
We're about 5 minutes from Purbeck House now, June.
There's an Alan Cross creating a bit of a nuisance. Apparently it's in connection with the attack on his brother. Can you deal?
Yeah, understood. On way, June. Purbeck House, Steve.
No chance.
I've already taken it, mate.
Night, sir.
Good night. Hello, Chief Inspector Conway. Ray, you seen the DI on your travels?
You been trying the pub, sir?
Yeah, look, I've just had a phone call from Jeanette Bailey. She was in the phone box on Larden Street.
Yeah, you want me to send someone down there?
No, I think it's best if I deal with her for the moment. If we turn up mob-handed, she'll just do a runner.
Are you going down?
Yeah, look, that's the number, 17. If you see anybody from CID, just tell them that's where I've gone, all right?
Aye.
That the geezer from this morning.
Yeah, was.
Jeanette? Jeanette.
I thought you weren't coming.
We rang you as soon as we knew he was in the building. He was coming out of one of the kids' rooms. That's when I saw him.
What was he after?
He wanted to know where Jeanette was.
Did anyone tell him?
I expect he made it worthwhile to someone.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra 1 receiving.
Go ahead, Steve.
We're at Purbeck House, June. Cross's brother's been here looking for Jeanette Bailey.
Where's Cross now, Steve?
He was leaving as we arrived. Thing is, I think he's found out where she is.
Larden Street, Steve.
Mr. Conway's with Jeanette now. How soon can you get there?
What did he do?
Why does he have to have done anything? It was my fault.
Why?
I provoked him.
What happened?
I'd gone there to see his wife. He wasn't even supposed to be there.
You went there to see Mrs. Cross?
He was supposed to be at work. Only the day I go round, she's at the shops and he's having a day off on the sick.
Why did you go there to see her?
Tell her it was finished between me and him.
You're having a relationship.
We were at first. Don't know what you call it by the end. Disgusting, probably.
Is that why he attacked you?
Like I said, that was my fault. He got upset because I'd gone round to the house. He dragged me inside so the neighbours wouldn't see and he started having a go at me. So I told him what I thought of him, only I went too far.
OK, what happened?
I told him he wasn't interested in me, only in what I'd done.
Done?
My granddad. You know, I've slept with a murderess, that kind of thing. Know what he said to my face? He told me I was right, and he meant it. So I told him I was going to tell his wife. He flipped. He started coming towards me, shouting, slapping me, punching. There was his poker. Next thing I know, he's on the floor.
You hit him?
Yeah, 7 or 8 times. I'm good at that.
Why did it start, this relationship?
Well, everyone needs somebody, don't they?
Did you have sex with him?
Of course I did. Look, it's not like you think, Derek. He seemed like a nice bloke at the start. He used to take me to places. He was... all right, really nice. Till I realised he was getting a special kick out of me.
Well, why didn't you end it sooner?
I tried. He wouldn't listen. He wouldn't even admit that that was what it was. It made me feel sick. I mean, he went really weird on me after that. I was getting frightened. Started going on about how it wasn't over. He started following me in the car. Got arrested for it.
I know. He was cautioned for curb crawling. Sit. What you're telling me is that you went to the house to end the relationship by telling his wife about it.
Well, I thought that way it would have to end.
And there was an argument and he attacked you.
Yeah.
You do realise that I'm going to have to take you in, don't you, Jeanette?
It'll be attempted murder this time.
Not if you acted in self-defence.
I've done it before, though, haven't I? I'm a total waste of time, Derek.
You're not a waste of time to me, Jeanette.
You're different.
We're just the same.
People trust you.
Well, why don't you trust yourself? I want you to come with me, Jeanette. Face up to it, whatever it is.
They send you to bring me in.
I was worried about you.
Yeah, with Mr. Conway now, Sarge. He's got Jeanette Bailey.
Understood.
Steve.
What's she been saying?
I thought no one was to know. Just your brother's little secret. I don't suppose you want to tell that to the residents, do you?
See you back at the Nick, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Intercourse has taken place, no doubt about that.
Any bruising?
None that I can see. Not that that proves anything either way, of course.
Cheers.
What happens now?
Well, we'll need a written record of everything you've told me so far.
Again?
Look, I'll tell you what. Why don't you take a shower and have a think about it?
Yeah, okay.
What's taking so long? I mean, she told you what he did to her, didn't she?
Yes, Mr. Brogan, but we do need a written statement before we can proceed. At the same time, we don't want to cause Mary any further distress if we can help it.
You know, when I think about what he did to her...
I'm sure it's a distressing time for both of you. I can understand you're being upset.
No, you can't. You don't know anything about me. You don't know anything about my daughter. I mean, she's just a child, for God's sake.
John.
All I can say is she's been well looked after by a specially trained officer. As soon as she's finished, I'll let you know. In the meantime, if there's anything I can get you, a tea or a coffee.
We're all right.
I'm Detective Inspector Harry Haynes. This is Detective Sergeant Pierce. And you are Sandro Baldoni, yes?
No, that's my brother.
Can we come in?
Hey, what you doing in my room? I'm Detective Inspector Harry Haynes. This is Detective Sergeant Pierce. Do you mind if we have an early morning chat?
È la polizia che vogliono parlarti. Cosa hai fatto?
Ma sta cercando? Excuse me, can we have English, please? I mean, apart from reading the menu, my Italian is appalling. Now, Mr. Baldoni, where were you last night?
Last night, I went to a club for a dance.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And which club was that then?
The Cat's Paws. Very nice club. Lots of pretty girls. Hey, what you looking for?
And did you manage to bring one of those pretty girls back here with you last night?
Hey, it's a free country, I think.
And was her name Mary Brogan by any chance?
Mary, yeah. Ma cosa vogliono?
Answer him, Sandro, in English.
Mary Brogan reckons you brought her back here last night, all right, and you raped her.
What are you talking about?
Well, shall I spell it out for you? Mary Brogan alleges that you brought her back here last night and you forced her to have sex with you.
Che morone, imbecille.
Ma non è vero!
Gav. Oh.
You told me to stop this nonsense.
My guess is that you don't know the difference between yes and no. So you come down to the station with me and I'll give you a free English lesson. How's that?
Sarge said he only thinks he's been burgled. Mind you, if he has, we're looking for a bloke in a Spider-Man suit.
Hello?
David Anderson.
Yeah.
Speak to Garfield here, Sunhill Police.
Okay, come up.
Right, let me get this straight. There was £100 on the mantelpiece when he went out. When he came back an hour later, it had gone. And nothing else was taken, no damage was done, and there's no sign of a forced entry.
It must sound very odd, I know.
Did you know the communal front door was already open when we came in just now?
Kids, I'm going to put up a notice one of these days. You don't think someone could have got in and slipped the Yale lock with a credit card or something?
Why don't you tell us what you think, Mr. Anderson?
Let me show you something. See that? It's always open so the cat can get in and out, but only so far. It's got a window lock on it. All the windows have.
You're saying somebody could have got in through here?
I suppose I am, really, yes.
In broad daylight, over the balcony, in the hour that you were out?
Well, no. Look. I don't want to cause them any problems or anything, but people next door. Woman on her own, 2 kids.
You saying it was the kids next door?
A kid could get in through that gap. I've let them in that way myself when they've locked themselves out. You know how it is. Housing association flat. You can't pick your neighbours and all that.
Hello. What's your name?
Beverly,
Hello. And what's your name?
Jackie,
How old are you, Jackie?
10.
Is your mum in? It's all right. There's no need to be frightened. We just wanted to have a little chat. Do you know the man next door? Mr. Anderson? You see, he's had some money stolen off his mantelpiece. Now, we don't know how it happened, but we think someone might have climbed in through the bedroom window. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Jackie?
I just borrowed it. I wasn't going to keep it.
Do you mind if we come in, Jackie?
What are you doing? Watching telly?
So, has your mum gone down the shops then, Jackie?
No, she's at work.
And where would that be?
She works at the market.
Is that far from here?
I don't know. Will we get put in jail?
I don't think so. What time's your mum normally due home?
Depends. She gets more money if she stays longer.
Steve, outside, yeah? So what we're going to do then? Wait with them until their mum gets back, yeah?
Sure. We could be hanging about for hours. See how Oscar from 363 was here.
What are you doing?
Go ahead, Steve.
Yes, Sarge, can you tell Inspector Munro we got a couple of children at risk here?
Will do, Steve.
That's a bit over the top, isn't it, Steve?
We can't leave them here on their own, can we?
Oh, come on, you know the score. It's clean, warm, and they've got food here. Now, the mum probably has to go out to work. There's no point in us adding to her problems, is there?
Sorry, I forgot about the toast.
Don't worry about it, love, but don't go now, OK?
363 Oscar 1 receiving.
Yep. Go ahead, sir.
How old are these children, Steve?
They're,
I'm 10 and Beverly's 7.
10 and 7. It's 2 girls. The mother's whereabouts is not known. It looks like she could be out sometime.
Right, I'm on my way.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Brogan. However, I can now assure you everything is in hand.
You keep saying that. Look, there must be something we can do. She is our daughter, for heaven's sake.
Well, I'll tell you what. Mary's going to need a change of clothes after she's finished. Why don't I get an officer to take you both home and then drop you off to collect her?
Oh, why don't we do that, John, yeah?
Okay. Yes, thanks.
Tell me, do you think your brother's stupid enough to rape a girl?
No.
No. But you would say that, wouldn't you?
How do you mean?
Well, you just said Italian families should stick together. You help each other out.
I believe you have only the girl's word so far.
Yes. And you came back just after midnight. And you say you didn't hear anything.
That's what I said.
And you expect me to believe that? Yes.
Excuse me, I thought you'd like to know Mr. Baldoni's brief's arrived.
Cheers, Bob. Well, that'll be all. And thank you very much.
Listen, Mr. Haynes, I know what you think. But let me tell you something. If it's true that my brother raped this girl, you can lock him up and throw away the key as far as I'm concerned. You understand?
Give the man an Oscar.
Oh, no!
It's clean and warm enough by the looks of it.
Yeah, it would have been a lot warmer if the place had gone up in flames.
I've checked all the flats in the building. Aside from Mr. Anderson's, they're all out.
Right, let's get these two down to the station.
Right, Jackie, you're going to have to come with us.
But I gave the money back.
It's not just the money. You see, your mum's not meant to leave you on your own like this. We're going to have a word with her. But until then, it's best if you come down the station. Yeah?
What time did you get back from the Cat's Paws?
I don't know, around midnight sometime.
Then what happened?
Then I put on some music, made some coffee, and then after that we went to bed.
With Mary's consent?
Of course.
What time did she leave?
I don't know, I fell asleep. A couple of hours later, I woke up and she was gone.
And she left without even leaving a telephone number?
Maybe once was enough for her, I don't know.
Well, maybe after what happened, she wasn't in the mood for a return visit, eh?
All right.
Okay. Just tell me this. Since this is all a big joke to you, why would Mary Brogan put me and you to all this trouble?
Hey, I don't know. She seemed to be like a very nice girl, like a laugh and a joke. Maybe she changed her mind. Maybe she likes to play games. The woman, Mr. Haynes. Who knows how the mind works? I don't.
Who's going to look after them, sir?
Oh, you've done a pretty good job so far, Steve. A bit more babysitting won't do you any harm. You can use my office for the time being.
Bring out the new man in you, Steve.
Hang on. Can you get in there? Yeah. Johnson Crisps.
Are you trying to tell me how to bring up my own kids?
No, Mrs. Johnson. All I'm
I don't believe this. What are we doing here?
All right, Reg. I'm Inspector Monroe. I authorise the removal of your children. We had every reason to suspect they were at risk.
They're not exactly babies.
And Jackie took some money from your next-door neighbour.
What?
Now, if you'd like to come this way, Mrs. Johnson.
So what were you going to do with the money anyway?
Say you found on the street. Give it to me, Mum.
She's got money problems, has she?
Telling me. Cost an arm and a leg to live in London.
What about your dad?
Went off with another woman when he came down, a blonde piece.
Is he working?
Oh yeah, works on the buildings. He's always skint though. Too much of this. Mum?
Yeah, when you finish telling everybody all our business.
He only told him he's nice.
Yeah, right. Come on.
I'm afraid we haven't quite finished yet, Mrs. Johnson. The social worker would like a word.
Social worker? You're not taking my kids away.
They say this ecstasy does wonderful things for the sex life. Is that right, Sandro?
Oh, yeah. Makes you feel very nice. Very sexy.
And if you were to pop it in someone's, say, coffee, they would become very, how shall I put it, relaxed with the world, wouldn't they?
Grandpa put in the coffee. Maybe. You think I will put ecstasy in someone's coffee? For a job? Porca miseria.
Not just someone, Mary Brogan. And if you got what you wanted, you might just consider that a sound investment.
Ma che cosa lui mi sta dicendo che io non capisco un cavolo?
Calma, calma. È una cosa molto seria questa. Devi rispondere alle sue domande.
Non credi dovessi fare qualcosa.
I'm sorry to interrupt you,
Rispondere alle
gentlemen.
sue domande.
If you don't mind, can we please conduct this interview in English, please?
Please continue.
What Mr. Haynes is saying, Sandro, is that if we can prove you gave Mary Brogan drugs, either with or without her knowledge, the allegation becomes even more serious. Do you understand?
Hey, I don't understand anymore. I don't understand why this girl say these things, and I don't understand why you keep me here all day.
Because, Mr. Baldoni, in this country, rape is a very serious offence. It carries a maximum sentence of life imprisonment. Now, you might think this is just all a big joke, but from where we're sitting, we don't find it funny.
Life?
I thought you might understand that.
You take this girl seriously?
You give me one reason why we shouldn't.
I want to talk to him. Alone, please.
Okay, if you think it'll do any good. His interview is suspended at 13:20.
I think your officers might have been a bit hasty, Andrew.
I don't have the manpower to leave them sitting in the house waiting for Mrs. Johnson to come back from work. Hasn't she heard of child-minding facilities?
Where she lives, they're all full.
So where does that leave us?
Well, I'm pretty sure I can find them somewhere in another borough. It's up to her, really.
Fine. Mrs. Johnson, you do realise you can't just go out and leave the children on their own like that, don't you?
But what do you want me to do? Take them to work with me, selling fruit and veg?
Then there's the matter of your daughter having taken money from your next-door neighbour.
Well, she didn't learn that from me.
I'm not suggesting that she did. However...
Listen, there are women round where I live who are quite content to spin out the pittance they get from the social, feeding the kids chip butties morning, noon and night, so they've got a few quid left over for beer and fags. Well, my kids deserve better than that, and they're going to get it.
I can appreciate that it must be hard for you, Mrs. Johnson. On the other hand, there are laws which my officers are there to uphold. Laws which have your children's interests at heart.
You'd think your officers have something better to do.
You might be interested to know that they arrived at your flat just in time to prevent a fire.
A fire?
It's all right, it wasn't serious, but it could have been. Despite what some people think, we're not only in the business of nicking criminals. We don't take some kind of sadistic delight in personally giving you a hard time either.
Well, it doesn't look like that from where I'm sitting.
Now, I know that the child-minding facilities in your area are heavily subscribed.
Chock-a-block every single one of them.
However, Miss Horrocks here knows of a place in the next borough, and I'm sure she'd be more than happy to make the necessary arrangements for you.
Look, I don't want social workers interfering in my business.
Are you interested or not, Mrs. Johnson?
Well, yeah, of course I am.
Good. Then I'll leave you to it. On the other hand, I must warn you that if this ever happens again, I'll take the matter a good deal further than I have this time.
Cheers.
Mary? She's got something to tell you. Could we go somewhere private? You better come through here. Come on, sweetheart.
What's this here about you nicking money from next door? Yeah, well, when we get back, you can apologise to Mr. Anderson for all the trouble you've caused.
Do we have to?
Well, do as you're told.
Well, I don't like him. Anyway, you said he was a stuck-up pig.
Why did you do it? Was it to get back at him for something?
No, it just got out of hand, that's all.
What did? Right, let's go back to the beginning, from the time you arrived at the club. Well, come on, Mary.
I went with my friend Liz. As soon as we got there, she bumped into her ex-boyfriend, Gary. They started having a row, and I went off to the loo and left him to it. When I got back, they'd gone.
That's when you met Sandro?
Yeah. He asked me for a dance, and we had a couple of drinks. I know what they say about Italians, but he was nice. He made me laugh. Then he said, why didn't we go back to his place? And I said, okay. I had a couple of drinks.
This is all very well, but why did you say Sandro raped you?
I fell asleep. It was 5:30 by the time I got home. My dad was waiting in the kitchen like he always does. I thought whatever I tell him this time, I'd better be good. Otherwise I was really in for it.
How do you mean? Oh, he gets a bit carried away, you know, a quick clip round the ear, that sort of thing.
Come on, Mum. He knocks her about. He's been doing it for years. God knows what he'd do to me if he really knew what I got up to. All the lies. I've had enough.
Does your husband know you're here, Mrs. Brogan?
He'd kill both of us if he knew.
Ho detto tutta la verità.
Ma loro non sono convinti. Sei sicuro che hai detto tutta la verità?
Certo.
Non sono convinti, guarda, si vede in faccia proprio.
What do you think those two are cooking up?
Where's the fire, Polly?
Sir, I've got Mary Brogan and her mother in DVU. Mary wants to withdraw her statement.
Well, don't let her leave until I've had a word.
She's very distressed, sir.
Is she? So am I.
Sei sicuro che non hai messo questo chilo nel caffè?
No.
Ed è venuta di sua
Mr.
volontà?
Baldoni, you'll be pleased to hear that Mary Brogan has withdrawn her allegations against you.
Just like that.
Yes.
You keep me here all this time? She changed her mind? And now everything is all right?
Yeah, well, if you're not happy, you're free to make a complaint.
Madai!
Of course, there is the question of the drugs we found in your room. You see, ecstasy is still a Category A substance.
I'm sorry, I really cannot hang around anymore. I am due the consult in 10 minutes. Sandro, if you need further assistance, give this man a call. He's a personal friend of mine. I am sure he will oblige.
Mother.
Mr. Haynes.
Then again, if we can prove that you've been drug dealing, you can still end up doing a long stretch.
Really? In that case, io me ne frego. I had enough of this place, I had enough of you, and I had enough of this stupid country.
Well, Bob, keep hold of him for a bit for me, will you?
Yeah, of course.
Has he ever hit you, Mary? I mean, really hit you?
Yes. But I had lied to him, hadn't I?
Show me where he hit you. Look, neither of you have to put up with this. Now, if you want, I can refer you to the Domestic Violence Unit. They can find you a temporary refuge, and if necessary, take out an injunction against your husband. It's up to you.
I don't know. It seems a bit drastic.
But think about Mary. You don't want her to go through what you've suffered all these years, do you? We can sort all this out right now, but we need your say-so.
Polly. Mary Brogan?
Yes.
I'm Detective Inspector Harry Haynes. I was in charge of the investigation into your alleged rape.
I'm sorry. I didn't realise all this would happen.
What did you think would happen? We have all these procedures here designed to protect women, and you have just abused every single one of them.
I was going to say something sooner, but...
But you didn't. Instead, I've wasted valuable police time interviewing an innocent man, waiting for you to decide whether or not to come clean.
Sir,
Yes?
can I have a word? I think she's been through enough without us putting more pressure on her. The father's been knocking them both around by the sounds of it. I'm trying to sway them round to the DVU.
Well, let me know how you get on.
Now, have you thought any more about what I said?
Yeah. We want to go through with it.
That's very brotherly of you to gamble £1,000 on little Sandro's bail. He does know he has to come back in a month, doesn't he?
I'll make sure he does. How do you mean gamble?
Well, he could disappear off the face of the earth. Stranger things have happened.
Hey, sorry, is this some kind of English joke? What?
Well, something like that. No, I was just wondering how far you go to help your brother out, that's all.
I'll do everything I can, I told you that.
Well, even if he decided to let you down to the tune of, say, £1,000?
Oh, I see. You think my brother's going to run off? Is that it? Well, I don't think there's much chance of that happening, Mr. Haynes.
Well, you've more faith than I have.
It's not faith that I've got, Mr. Haynes. It's this. See him in 1 month.
There was the time when I was washing my hair and he came at me from behind and held my head under the water. And, well, I still don't know what I'm supposed to have done wrong.
I think you've given us more than enough, Mrs. Brogan.
You wouldn't think it to look at him, would you? Happy-go-lucky Johnny, our neighbours call him. Always got a smile. Aren't I lucky to have such a wonderful husband? They don't know the half of it.
If we do get performance-related pay, there's bound to be more blokes wanting to get out on the street.
Yeah, all the good ones are out there already. Who needs more pen pushers on the street? Looks a bit young for that kind of motor. Let's get a PNC.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 3.
Sierra Oscar receiving. Go ahead, Mike.
PNC check, please, Norica. Silver Grey VW Golf. Registration number Hotel 945 Hotel Foxtrot.
Received.
Seatbelt's just gone on.
Could be the parents' car.
My old man wouldn't even let me borrow his push bike.
Silver Grey Golf, Hotel 945 Hotel Foxtrot. Registered keeper shown as Terence Cam, 31 Apton Park Road. No trace lost or stolen, Mike.
I think we'll take a little look anyway. See if he has got a rich daddy. Come on, don't be a prat. Not daddy's then.
Sierra Oscar from Oscar 3.
Go ahead.
We're following Silver Grey Golf GTI, Hotel 945 Hotel Foxtrot into Rudkin Road.
Suspected TDA, 2 occupants. 1 male IC1, 1 female IC3. Now turning west on Willersley Road, doing about 50.
Watch out, there's a bump in the road.
Any chance of any assistance? This thing's not up to it.
Golf bearing left onto Purchase Road.
Assistance requested.
Sierra Oscar 3 from Sierra 1. We're on way, Mike. ETA 2 minutes.
You reckon Boyden got bored?
Golf heading east on Maydell Street. Must be doing 60 or we can't keep up.
MP from Sierra 1. Suspect vehicle, Silver Grey Golf, now in sight. Taking over pursuit, heading east on Maydell Street.
MP received. Other units break off.
MP from Sierra 1. He's just run the lights at the Tallow Street crossing, doing 60.
65. He's braking now. He's going right, and now he's left into
Go on,
Canley
lads.
Road.
No, right into Brockhurst Road, heading towards Maydell Street again. Don't mind me. He's all over the place. He's touching 70. Middle of the road. He's braking hard for a bend. He's lost it. MP from Sierra 1. Suspect vehicle has crashed 1 mile east on Brockhurst Road.
Received Sierra 1.
Ambulance, Dave. This one's in a bad way.
Sierra Oscar receiving.
Ambulance required, Brockhurst Road. Serious RTA.
Received, Dave.
Sierra Oscar 3 from Sierra Oscar.
Receiving.
Yeah, Matt, the area cards had a vicinity-only Pollack. Can you deal?
All right, love. Don't try and move. We'll have you out of here soon. Tell me your name. Can you do that?
Karen Logan, 11 Brookman Drive.
All right, Karen. You'll be fine. Yeah, driver looked like Gavin Crane. Lives on the Oncombe. Did his younger brother about 6 months ago for doing car radios.
Yeah, runs in the family. Start with the radios, move up to the whole car. But you go with them. I'll get something to tell the parents if they're interested.
All right, Sarge.
Index Charlie 807 Victor Alpha Alpha. Okay, enough of the sightseeing. Come on, move on.
Casing's okay. It's just the glass that's gone.
Keep it quiet, eh, Dave? What for? We've got to go back out again when we come off shift. And Paul Tyler's not going to take the blame for it, is he?
And square it with him. Oh, come on, Dave. It's just till tomorrow. Quick changeover. We're back on at 6. I'll get it done then. If I report it, it's a Pollack, another one, just for a little bit of glass.
You two okay?
Yeah, fine, Sarge, no problem.
Dave?
Yeah, fine, Sarge.
Right, we'll get finished here and we'll sort the paperwork out when you've done. You're improving?
How do you mean, Sarge?
No dents.
Mr. Terence Cam?
Yes?
Sergeant Boyden, Sun Hill. I'm sorry to bother you, but according to our records, you're the registered keeper of a Golf GTI, registration H945HF. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. It's just down the road.
I'm afraid it's not down the road anymore, sir. Can I come in?
Yes. What's happened?
I'm afraid your vehicle was involved in an accident, sir. The driver's behaviour gave us cause for suspicion, and when he didn't stop, one of our cars gave chase. I'm afraid your car left the road. It was being driven without your permission.
Well, yes, of course. I thought it was just outside.
Anyone else use the car?
Yeah, my wife, Stephanie, she drives it if her Fiat's playing up. No one else.
So when was the last time you saw the Golf?
Well, I washed it at about 5. And then I came in, I put Charlie to bed.
Your son?
Yes, yes. It must have been there at 6, though. That's when Stephanie went out. She'd have noticed if it was gone.
Right.
Is it totally written off?
Well, I'm no mechanic, but it hit another car, and it didn't do either of them much good.
And the passengers?
Not good, I'm afraid. A couple of teenagers.
I know the sort. I have to teach them. Elmcombe Secondary.
PC Jarvis?
Yep. Mr. and Mrs. Clark?
Yes, one of your officers came and said Karen was here. Karen Logan, we are her foster parents.
What happened? All he would say was a road accident.
Well, we haven't got all the facts yet, but Karen was a passenger in what we think was a stolen car. It crashed while one of our vehicles was in pursuit, and both Karen and the driver were injured.
You mean the police car hit it?
No, the driver just lost control.
Do you know how she is? Because the nurse just said she's still being examined.
Well, I'm afraid not. Doctor won't be too long. Why don't you come over here and I'll take some more details, yeah?
So, what do I do now? About the car, I mean. I'll call the insurance company, but do I need to get it towed away, or will you do that?
I'm afraid it's your responsibility to get it moved, sir.
Do you know if Deckers and Bream Road are open on a Sunday?
I think so.
I reckon they got a tow truck.
State it's in, you'll need one. Sorry.
Is Karen friends with the driver, Gavin Crane? He lives on the Elmcombe.
She never mentioned him, but she did used to live near there before she came to us. How is she?
She's going to be fine. She cut her head on the windscreen, got quite a lot of bruising from the impact. Nothing that won't fade in time. We're going to keep her in overnight just for observation.
What about the driver?
Not so fortunate. 2 broken legs, a punctured lung and a fractured skull are the most immediate of the injuries.
Has he come round?
Not yet. To be honest, he's pretty lucky to be alive.
Doctor, we want to see Gavin. Gavin Crane.
Matt, what's the situation with the Pollack?
Just writing up now, sir. Definitely a TDA. As far as the owner was concerned, it was outside his house, freshly washed.
On the crash?
Still vicinity only. The area car gave pursuit, but they didn't make contact. So there's no question of them being involved in the crash. The kid just couldn't handle it.
What's new? Idiots.
There is one more thing, sir. I had to 54 the Panda.
Oh.
We hit a couple of speed bumps. The exhaust is gone.
During the pursuit?
Well, yes, there was nothing I could do about it.
Well, at least it's not Steve Loxton again. That's something, I suppose. Oh, Matt, the exhaust could be just wear and tear, yes?
Definitely. Must have been going for ages.
Right.
So I'm supposed to drive the whole shift with only one mirror?
Well, they're not going to fix it tonight anyway, are they? Look, I'm back on at 6. I'll whip it around to George Decker's and get it done.
Out of your own pocket?
What's it going to be, 10, 15 quid? Better that than another Pollack report on Monroe's desk.
How many this month?
Enough. So?
All right.
Cheers, mate.
If anyone spots it, I'm not taking the blame.
That's fine. Thanks, Paul.
You must be off your head. What if Monroe finds out and you haven't reported it?
He won't.
All right, it's your neck.
Yeah, well, personally, I don't mind a quick changeover. That's one of the advantages of living at the section house, you see. Yeah, well, I don't have very far to travel. No, straight home, to bed, and then back here again like this morning.
Oi! Am I going to see somebody or what?
Good morning, sir. How can we help you?
I want to make a complaint. Last night, one of your drivers ran my boy off the road, and I want him done for it.
I see, sir. And you are?
Stan Crane.
Well, Mr. Crane, if you'd just like to take a seat for a minute, I'll get Inspector Monroe to come and have a word with you.
So you have got one?
Yeah, only because I ordered it last week. It's for a customer.
Look, can't you order another one? Tell them they're hard to come by. Come on, George, I'm stuck otherwise. Look, there's a drink in it, OK?
You want it done now, do you?
It's only going to take you 5 minutes. How much?
All right. 20, and that's retail.
20? Last time it was 15.
Hey, George, the golf over there. Is the owner been here?
No. You phoned last night for us to tow it. It was joyriders. You lot chased them.
Yeah, I know. How do you think we got the mirror? Why is it locked?
No reason. Except to stop the kids round here from having a go. There you are, if you want to get inside.
Where'd you get this?
The ignition.
What, they hadn't wired it?
No.
There you go, 20.
So, boy, what about the drink? No, thank you.
They were chasing him, weren't they? Sirens going, the whole lot.
Chasing, yes, but what you
Well,
have
it
to-
stands to reason then, doesn't it? If they hadn't been chasing him, he wouldn't have crashed.
If Gavin hadn't been driving a stolen car, we wouldn't have had to chase him. He brought this on himself.
Yeah, well, that's all right for you to say. It's not your kid lying in hospital, is it?
You better not be thinking of charging him, that's all. Otherwise...
Mr. Crane, you know as well as I do that Gavin's been nicking cars since he was 12. You probably taught him how. This time it caught up with him, and he's no one to blame but himself.
You understand the caution, Karen? For the tape, please.
Yes.
You know the form. What happened last night?
Sergeant, I know Karen had problems in the past, but it is in the past now.
Well, that's what we're here to find out. So why don't you start by telling me where you got the car from?
I don't know. Gavin saw me walking and stopped to give me a lift.
You and Gavin are friends?
No, not really. I used to be at school with him before I went to Ken and Marlene's.
So before he picked you up, when was the last time you saw him?
I don't know, maybe a year ago.
Did he have a car then?
No, he was only 16.
Well, you must have thought he was doing really well to have a car like that then.
I don't know, I didn't think about it. I suppose I just thought it was his.
You didn't ask?
No. I'm not interested in cars. I mean, I didn't even know what sort it was.
Come on, Karen. Gavin is a young urban layabout. I don't really believe you thought that car was his.
All right, maybe I did think it was nicked. But I was in a hurry. I was late for my babysitting.
So?
Oh, no. I just remembered. I should have rung them last night.
Sorry, rung who?
The Cams. The people Karen babysits for. They won't know why she didn't turn up last night.
Wait a minute, do you mean Terry and Stephanie Cam, Apton Park Road?
Yes, that's right. Why?
Karen,
I don't know what you're talking about.
the stolen car belonged to Mr. Cam. Don't tell me you didn't recognise it.
No. I told you, I'm not interested in cars. They all look the same.
You must have seen Terry Cam's car loads of times.
Yeah, so? Look, I told you, Gavin stopped to give me a lift. That's all.
So it's a pure coincidence he'd just been out and nicked that particular car, was it?
Yeah.
You didn't have anything to do with it?
No.
I don't believe you. Now, why don't you tell me what really happened?
Look, I didn't know the car was Terry's, and I didn't know it was nicked. I didn't do anything, and you can't prove I did.
Right, we'll have to talk to you again when we've heard what Gavin has to say.
He'll only tell you what I told you. He'd just give me a lift.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Sergeant, there's a chance that all this could be a coincidence.
Chance, yeah, but not a very big one.
I know Karen used to be a tearaway, but she's settled down now. For the last couple of years, she hasn't put her foot wrong. Does this have to spoil it all for her?
Well, if she told the truth. See what you can do.
I'll try.
You're a bit early for rest, didn't you?
I thought we'd come in while it was quiet, Sarge.
Sarge, I don't know if you're interested, but we had a look at that golf earlier. It's down at George Decker's place.
Oh, yeah? What are you doing down there?
We were just passing.
You spent any time on patrol this morning?
Well, the thing is that the owner of the golf must have left it with a key in, because George says it was in the ignition when he towed it.
Sure, it's the right key for the car. Not something our Gavin's bunged in the lock on the off chance.
No, it's the right key, because it fits all the doors. I mean, it's going to make a bit of a difference to his insurance claim, though, isn't it? The owner, I mean.
Yeah. Thanks, Dave.
Oh, Matthew, what did the girl say, Gavin's passenger?
Karen? She says she just accepted the lift. Didn't know the car was stolen. Turns out she babysits for the owner.
Terence Cam?
Yeah, teach him at Elcombe Secondary. If it's OK with you, I'd like to go over there and talk to him again. See what he has to say about Karen.
OK, but you better call the headmaster and clear it. His pupils aren't exactly lining up to take the Met's entrance exams.
Right.
To be frank, Sergeant, having the police inside the school makes a lot of these kids feel they're under surveillance.
Yes, sir, but on the other hand, people don't usually commit crimes if they think they're being watched.
Oh, Terry. Sergeant Boyden.
Hello, Sergeant. What can I do for you?
Sorry to bother you, Mr. Cam. I need to ask you a couple more questions about last night.
Will you show Sergeant Boyden up when you've finished, Terry? Sergeant.
Thank you. Were you about to get invaded?
No. I'll get half an hour's respite before my next class.
Right. Well, the thing is, I've just talked to the girl who was a passenger in your car after it was stolen.
Mm.
Her name's Karen Logan.
Karen? Was that... Well, I don't understand.
She's your babysitter?
Yes. She was going to come round last night until I changed my mind about going out.
So you called it off?
That's right, but look, Karen never struck me as the type who'd get involved in joyriding.
How would you describe her?
Well, I know she's had a bit of a rocky childhood. She's been in and out of care, but since I've known her, she's always been very responsible. My wife and I both like her. We wouldn't have had her as a babysitter otherwise.
The youth who was driving your car is called Gavin Crane. Do you know him?
Well, if it's the same one, he was a pupil here until about 18 months ago. A troublemaker.
In what way?
Well, we had a couple of run-ins after an outbreak of vandalism. In the end, he was suspended.
By you?
No, I can't do that. I sometimes wish I could. Now, he's one of those who doesn't want to learn and wants to stop everyone else as well.
So he might have had a grudge against you after all these run-ins?
Oh, I suppose so. Oh, I see what you mean. You think he took the car to get back at me?
Well, it's possible. We also found a key in the car after it crashed. So unless you left it in the ignition...
No, all my keys are on my keyring.
What about spares?
Well, there's one at home for Stephanie.
Do you keep it where someone could have got at it?
All the keys are all together. They're hung up in the kitchen, but I don't see why Karen would take them. Gavin Crane might have a grudge against me, but not Karen. She's a nice girl.
What's happened?
Gavin came round about half an hour ago. The doctor won't let me see him yet. I'm not sure when he's going to be up for talking.
Parents are in?
Yeah, mother and brother, but...
You won't have nothing to say to you.
Who are you?
Mark, Gavin's brother. What's it to you?
Hold on, I want to talk to you.
Tough, my mum needs a cup of tea.
Yeah, in a minute. Has Gavin ever spoken about a teacher of his, Mr. Cam?
No.
Never said he wanted to get even, maybe nick his car?
No, and if he had, I wouldn't tell you, would I? Anyway, you can't drop all this on our Gav. It was her as well.
Who?
That Karen, she was with him. She'd be doing her and all.
With him when? In the car?
Leave it out. She was with him when he left our house and he didn't have no car then. She's as much in this as Gav. Now, you can let me get a tea or what?
Cheers. So what about Karen, Mrs. Cam? Could she have taken a spare key?
Well, she could. It was hanging up here with all the rest, but I know she wouldn't.
Well, it's gone, so someone must have taken it.
Not Karen.
Well, you know she was starting to get in trouble with the police a few years ago.
Yes, but that's before she went to live with Ken and Marlene. I've known her since then, and she's never had a moment's trouble.
Well, it's possible that Gavin Crane pressurised her into taking the key. Sort of thing he'd do.
No, if anyone had been bothering her, she would have told me. I suppose I'm a bit like an older sister for her. She tells me things. You know, girls talk. Who she fancies, what she's worried about.
So she never mentioned Gavin Crane?
Never. And besides, why would you help him take the car to steal from us? I'm sorry, there has to be another explanation.
He's lively. How old is he?
19 months. And a real mischief, aren't you?
Did you work before you had him?
Yes, the gas showrooms. I shall go back when Charlie's a bit older.
Do you know I saw somewhere it takes £100,000 to bring up a kid till they're 18?
Is that all? Costs a fortune just to keep you in nappies, doesn't it? Still, worth it, aren't you?
All right, Karen. And this time I want you to tell me the truth.
I've told you.
No, you haven't. Let's start with the key, shall we?
What key?
The car key. The spare to Terry Cam's Golf that you took from the kitchen. It was found in the car after it crashed.
I didn't take it. I don't know anything about it.
So what about the fact you were at Gavin's house yesterday evening?
I wasn't. I told you. He stopped to give me a lift, that's all.
No, he didn't. You went to call for him, and you both left his house on foot. You were seen. How long's he been your boyfriend?
He isn't. I don't even like him.
I think he is. I think you had that key on you when you went to call for him. You wanted Gavin to steal that car because you don't like Terry and Stephanie, do you?
No, I do like them.
Well, you got a funny way of showing it. They invite you into their home, welcome you, trust, and you betrayed that trust.
No, I didn't. I didn't want to take the car.
Sergeant.
Well, what was it then? You were trying to help them. Is that it? Well, tell me about it. Whose idea was it? Gavin's? Stephanie's?
No, Terry's. He said no one would know. He said it wouldn't hurt anyone. Just the insurance company.
Well, what did he want you to do?
He said I could find someone. He said I'd know the right person. Someone who'd take the car and set fire to it, like it was Joyriders. He said he'd give him £100 from the insurance money. I didn't want to do it.
Well, why did you?
Terry said Stephanie was worried about money, that they'd had loads of red bills and only his wages. The car insurance had gone up and he couldn't afford it anymore.
Did Stephanie know about all this?
No.
All right. So what happened yesterday evening?
He phoned and said Stephanie had gone out and the car was parked on the road. The key was tied under the back bumper.
So you went to fetch Gavin and you took the car. Why did you go in the car with him?
Terry said I should. To make sure he set fire to it. And then the police car tried to stop us and Gavin just... I thought he was going to die. I mean, we could have.
Mr. Cam, can you come down to the station, please? I've just talked to Karen. She's made a new statement.
Well, that's good, I suppose, but I don't see how I can help.
Terry, what's the... Oh, hello.
Mrs. Cam, Karen alleges you asked her to find someone to nick the car and burn it.
Well, and you believe her? Oh, come on, that's ridiculous. Why would I do that?
The Golf must be worth several £1,000s. No doubt you could use the insurance money.
Look, Sergeant, with the best will in the world, you can't be taking this seriously. I like Karen, she's a nice girl, but I also know her background. So must you. As for Gavin Crane, well, I'm sorry, this is just a waste of time.
Sir.
Look! Terence Cam, I'm arresting you on suspicion of conspiracy to obtain money by deception. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, or what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Yes, but hold on.
Terry!
Then will you come with me, please?
I want my solicitor informed.
You can do it from the station.
Who do you think's going to listen to a couple of delinquent teenagers?
Since they were both nearly killed, quite a few, I reckon.
It's still their word against mine.
In court, maybe. But insurance companies are great ones for making up their own minds. They get the slightest idea that you've been trying to defraud them, they'll keep you dangling in the breeze. No car, no money, no sympathy. Mind your head.